kids just kind of just be meandering, huh? Like, fucking move. You're listening to Bug and Moss in the morning.
Whoa. Good morning, Bug. I see a surprise, Bug. Sorry,
Hello.
I didn't realize that you weren't in the same headphone feed.
Hello, I'm here.
Good morning, Bug.
Good morning, Moss.
From the skittering studios underneath your favorite rock, it is indeed 7 o'clock on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. Murgle Bargle, says Coyote Astronaut, and Murgle Bargle back to you. Bargle Murgle, says Emily. Bargle Murgle Bargle to Sid, Colin, Az, and Jordan, and to any of y'all who celebrate.
I am popping out the chat, which I can do now, not to brag, I've learned.
Oh, you got your chat all situated? I didn't even get a camera situated.
Yeah, I was working on a segment.
Oh no! Do you need more time, Bug?
No, the show is start. What do you mean? Oh no, that's on me. The show's at the same time every day.
Yeah, I can stall though.
Oh no, it's okay. I got it.
I could try and like list every word I can think of that rhymes with another word.
I was thinking about how clock really. There's a reason all the songs are like that. Clock, rock. That's it. That's what everyone does. We're rocking around this clock.
I'm confused.
Rock around the clock?
What about it?
I'm talking about how everyone rhymes rock and clock.
Oh, why?
Because it's like a double entendre because you're rocking like song, like music, but it's a rhyme with clock. Wait, what?
What? What about that?
You were talking about rhyming words.
Oh, yeah. Wait, and is rock and clock just two that you thought of right away?
You said clock or something. I don't know. I thought of it a minute ago.
Oh. I have no fucking clue what's happening. Good morning. It is 7:02 on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. Today on the show, I've got a Moss in General for you, and we're going to be doing some recording of bits together. We're going to be cutting some stuff live on this show.
Do you think it's going to go as good as what just happened?
Hopefully better. Hopefully a little bit, marginally better. And then also today is going through its day. So if you have stories of things you're going through, what are you struggling with, or petty complaints, or something you want to just whinge about, go ahead and send that in. Text or call 848-MOSS-BUG. Also on our website now, there's a nice little schedule that says what each day is and the kinds of things we're looking for. So you can glance at that and then be like, oh, I'll submit something for Through Its Day, or I'll submit something for Monday See Monday too.
It's
so check
pretty
that out.
Cute. You should check it out.
Bugandmoss.com. And Bug, you got some segments today.
I do. So I have a new segment that doesn't have a bumper yet. It's going to be called Fashion Pigs.
Fashion Pigs.
Fashion Pigs. Based on my favorite problematic TV show of, I don't know, the early, mid to late 2010s. You know it. You hated it. Sharon Osbourne and Joan Rivers.
What?
Yeah, the Fashion Police.
What?
Yeah.
Sharon Osbourne and Joan Rivers had a TV show?
Yeah, and it was mean. It slapped ass. They were so fucking mean.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they just talked about fashion.
Is the segment explaining it, or is the segment different?
No, the segment is me making fun of fashion.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, can you tell me what this show was like? Because I never heard this, but that sounds like it could be good.
It sometimes was. The problem is, as we all know, Joan Rivers isn't famous for being nice.
I thought No, I was confusing Joan Rivers with the person who sings Jolene.
Oh, Dolly Parton?
No, Dolly Parton did a cover of Jolene. Jolene's not by Dolly Parton.
Okay.
Jolene, I don't know. I thought it was Joan Rivers.
Well, none of that is the case.
Oh my God, no, Jolene is by Dolly Parton. The person I'm thinking of did a cover of Jolene. Or I have no fucking clue.
I thought Jolene was one of Dolly Parton's OGs. Dolly Parton has also written a lot of songs for other artists. I think I Will Always Love You. I believe that is a Dolly Parton joint.
Is that not a Dolly Parton song?
No.
They sing it?
It's like Whitney Houston, right?
Oh, sure. I can't remember these things.
Yeah, it was originally written and recorded by Dolly Parton.
Okay, cool. Wait, You Will Always Love Me? I will always love you.
Both are true. I will always love you. You will always love me.
You Will Always Love Me would be a very fun.
It's Through It Thursday, okay? So maybe just cut us a little slack.
We're all fucking going through it. Colin says that Dolly Parton famously wrote Jolene and also I Will Always Love You in one day.
Hey, Dolly Parton's a national treasure, and if you don't think so, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no, Dolly rules. I didn't realize how much Dolly rules.
Yeah, learning that she first of all, she's just really kind. She's like really nice. She's also particularly really kind to other singers and songwriters and musicians. She's just not uppity about anything. I was going through this phase of reading a lot of celebrity biographies, and I read Jessica Simpson's. It's really good. And she talks a lot about going through really struggling with alcohol and kind of crashing out in front of one of her idols at the Kennedy Center. And that idol is Dolly Parton. And then later she like went to Dolly's house and they recorded some music together. And Dolly was like, listen, it's really important to take care of yourself.
Wow, that's a trip.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Jordan also says that Dolly also 9 to 5.
Oh, yeah. That song rips so hard.
That song rips completely.
We need to start. That's what we need to do. We need to set that to play when our alarm goes off. I think problem solved.
Yeah.
You wake up now. We've done it.
Honestly,
Crack the code.
That's a great alarm sound. If we could have an alternate, if we could have a copyrighted song to open this show with.
9 to 5 for sure.
Yeah. It would be fucking sick if we had a BMI or an ASCAP license so that we could just like play whatever fucking copyrighted music like a real radio station. That would rip. We could open the show with so many good songs.
Well, one day we will have a radio station. So they're probably all going to be pretty cheap soon.
I would do Kodachrome too. That's such a good song to start a show with. There was a different person that I used to tech the board for at the radio station who would sometimes start his shows with Kodachrome and Paul Simon. And yeah, that's a good get you up in the morning song.
Yeah. I think a song that I would choose a lot would be Perfect Day by Hoku.
Oh, Perfect Day is that Hoku or Hoka?
I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember either because I feel like Hoku is something else that I saw recently because I thought it was the shoe company and got confused.
I don't know how it's pronounced, and I only know that song by that artist.
That makes sense.
So,
today, again, going through it today, so make sure you submit your stories. We have a couple of those in the voicemail. I'm going to share. I have a story for going through it today. I don't know. Do you have a story for going through it today, Bug?
I have a sort of community-driven bug advice, if we get to it, where I want to talk about a problem that I've struggled with and share what I've tried and what's kind of worked. And then I also want to get some feedback from our listeners.
Interesting. I'm going to tell the story of how I beat Bennett Foddy's Getting Over It before I ever played it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So that's going to be my going through his day story. And in the chat, Colin said, it would be much easier for radio. Once you start streaming it, specifically linked to video, impossible. Levels of money you'd have to pay. Copyright sucks. Yeah, we had to deal with that because the radio stations all now stream on the web, but they stream audio only. Linking it to video is a whole other thing. And oh my God, is it such a nightmare.
Fascinating. I guess, so is there a different, you might not know this, but this is something I feel like you also see on the news, is they'll play copyrighted material, but I'm guessing it's different. Like the video news is what I'm thinking.
Well, yeah. I think it depends. Like if they're using a song for a bumper, like they want to have like, hey, call me maybe. And it's like for a fucking.
I was really on the harmony of that song.
That wasn't even close to the right thing.
That sounded like me singing the Mario thing.
Yeah. If they want to
call me maybe.
If you're using it as part of a news broadcast, it's different because that's fair use, right? And pretty easily fair use. But if you're using it as like just part of your promotional thing, then you need, like Colin said, a sync license. You're synchronizing their audio to your video.
Oh, so yeah, I guess they can get away with it if they're usually I specifically remember when Panic at the Disco came up with the follow-up 9 in the Afternoon album. I remember I used to watch like CNN in the morning when I was getting ready for school. Robin, one of the hosts, I remember her talking out a segment to 9 in the Afternoon, but I think when they came back, they were going to talk about the album. So I guess that it's like a weird kind of thing where you could get away with it.
Colin has a music business degree and says this is the first time he's used it in like a year. I forgot you had a music business degree. My immediate
response was like, why'd you get that?
Well, if Colin's like a wicked good bass player.
Yeah, but
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. That's really cool. But I don't know why you would get a music business degree. Also, I have a theater degree. So I don't know why anybody would do anything.
Jordan says, kind of like what plumbers have, Colin, a sync license.
Goldfish.
Anyway, why don't we go ahead and get into the show?
Sure, let's do some stuff.
All right, I'm going to start out with this one.
He stayed up way past his bedtime last night watching YouTube videos about eels. Or like crabs or something. It's moss in general.
So I do have what is ultimately a YouTube recommendation, a couple of YouTube recommendations. Not exactly explicitly about nerdy stuff, but Yesterday, we stumbled on a new video from OK Go, which whenever OK Go releases a new video, it's worth checking out.
We go to the polls, aka watch it.
Yeah, it's because they usually do those really elaborate music video type things, but they just uploaded this video called OK Go Sandbox, a good plan, and I'm going to drop it into our show notes so that you can check it out later. In it, they talk about, if you've seen the music video they did with all the phones, all the different camera angles of the phones, and then moving around and manipulating the picture and stuff. It was an extremely good video, and they talk about how to how they plan a big creative project like that involves so many moving pieces. And they talk about how a good plan is one that leaves you room to improvise and allows you to improvise. And I thought it was amazing to hear from them, because you see something like that and you think, wow, this must have taken incredible levels of planning, and how do they pull it off? And you can't really know just how much went on behind the scenes. And they talk about this whole shot that they ended up cutting from it, where they spent months and months trying to get this one shot that was really difficult, and it ultimately looked like shit, and then having to say well, that looks like shit, we're not going to do it, what else can we do? It was a fascinating video about planning. So planning is kind of the underlying theme in what I have for my Moss in general today, because also there is a YouTuber that I watch that I bet some of y'all in the audience watch. Internet Comment Etiquette with Eric. He's the guy who way back in the day did those driving on salvia and gardening on salvia videos.
If you haven't seen the video of him gardening on salvia, treat yourself. It doesn't take long.
No, it's 40 seconds long or whatever. It's a minute. Stupid. He does funny stuff. He's hard to recommend because we don't have to get into it. I like Internet Comment Etiquette. Yeah, Leonard in the chat just said Eric in all caps. So there are other Eric fans here. He does this bit in his videos, right, where he's been doing the same show for a long time called Internet Comment Etiquette, where he talks about a topic and leaves comments on things on the internet from his laptop. And because he's been doing it for years, he's built up this bit where he cuts back to talking to his past self. Because his appearance has changed dramatically over the years. And so occasionally he will cut back to having a conversation with a past version of himself that you are used to seeing, because if you've watched him for a long time, you're oh yeah, I remember when his hair looked like that and he dressed like that. And I think it's brilliant, because I think he usually predicts celebrity deaths. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Or controversies.
Yeah, because it'll be his past self from 10 years ago being oh, did you hear about P. Diddy or whatever?
Yeah.
And so, or oh, did you hear about the Queen? And it's very funny. I want to steal that bit.
Hell yeah.
I want, not exactly in the exact same way, but I really want to be getting stuff out for Wicked Interesting. Just going and going and going. And I want to keep stuff going fast. And so I want to start by recording a bunch of bits from my past self today to use in the future. And so what I want help with that, though, because I don't know how to plan for it. You can think you want to record your standard reactions. And I hope this isn't confusing, but if you were going to record a video of yourself now to then cut together with yourself from the future so that you could put together what looks like a time-breaking conversation between present you and past you, what do you need to make sure you record? Obviously, yeses and nos and reactions huh? And hey and stuff like that. But what other things? Eric calls celebrity deaths. I don't want to just call celebrity deaths. And Colin just said, I think Coyote Astronaut just said, I think you have to throw so much at the wall and have a fuck ton of footage. I want to do that, but I want to do it effectively. So I want to think about what I should do.
I also feel like you need to do it efficiently, because I agree you want a fuck ton of footage, but you need to do something you can cut down now. Because if you film a bunch of stuff and it's all just raw video, you're never going to use that. You need it to be easily labeled clips that you can go to. You have a folder, they have a simple title, and then you can grab from that, I think. Or another way you could do it is you could cut the entire thing down in Reaper so that you can drag on either side in case there's more to use, and you don't have to be in your head wondering if there was another part of that clip you needed. Either way, I think you should really quickly do something you can really quickly trim down, or every time you film one of these, you should then edit it and label everything really clearly. Yeah,
my thought was to cut it down right away into separate things, because then I would know what was in there. Colin suggested answering questions now and then asking the questions years from now. And I like that, but the problem is I don't know what's going to be funny or relevant years from now. Life changes so much, and I don't plan ahead well. So I'm trying to think of like answering the questions without knowing what they are. And also I was trying to think of like a bit. Because, again, you could call celebrity deaths pretty easily. Because I'm sure Eric just has fucking tons of footage of himself being like, did you hear about this celebrity? Did you hear about this celebrity? And just waits for them to die.
Yeah.
I wonder if he got that idea from working in media. Because I know he also works in media. And they always have death articles prepared for old celebrities.
Do you think, first of all, everyone
knows that, right, by the way?
I assume everyone knows that. It's a bit in Parks and Recreation, and this whole crowd's seen that. Joe also didn't know. He's in the chat. He said, just got here. What happened to the Queen? She died.
Queen's dead.
Missed it. But
did you know her heart just does that?
Yeah, it's crazy. But I think that what you are trying to do is so obviously PodCube.
It's very PodCube-y.
But because like you've accidentally become very predictive with PodCube. You've reached like a PodCube singularity because by being satirical, the world is just becoming PodCube.
Yeah, satire's getting harder as the world gets harder and weirder.
And I feel like approaching this from that angle is useful. Like, don't try to be right. Try to be crazy. Try to be absurd, but absurd in the way that you are with PodCube, where you're grounded in a sort of reality.
I could do with trying to be more silly in general in my life.
Yeah. I
think, these days. Leonard says, I think the more interesting move is to ask the questions now and answer them later, and then just record a variety of possible reactions to the answer. That's an interesting way to short circuit that. Make the past person the person asking the question and then reacting to it.
I think the answer is both, because then you're really subverting audience expectations where you're playing interviewer and interviewee interchangeably with your past and present selves, which I think really mind fucks the whole, wait, when did he record this kind of thing? Like if you're talking to your past self and you ask a question to your past self, but then your past self asks a question to you, you're subverting the expectation of how that conversation is going to go. Because people will immediately think, oh, I figured it out. He recorded it like this.
Yeah. The past self asking questions is a good and funny idea. And I think probably the widest variety of stuff is possible. The widest variety of stuff as possible is best so that you have anything to choose from. Because who knows what's going to be relevant in a couple of years. Colin says, I think that the joke here would be that everyone typically interviews their future self. So if you interview your past self, having everything be completely dated and timestamped makes it very funny in terms of the fact everyone would go, this is not correct. Why did you do it like this?
That is true.
That is good. That's a good point.
I think all of this is good. And I do think you should probably start a channel in the Discord just for this, or a thread just for this, because I think we're going to get a lot of ideas.
Yeah, well, what should I call it? Like ghosts? I'm going to put it in Sausage Factory. What should I call this channel? Clips for past selves. I'll do that. Okay. I made a channel in the Discord.
I need everybody to know that I had letters from a young Stinko locked and loaded before he came up with that.
That's really good. I'm actually changing it to past selves because it just doesn't display nice on the Discord thing. But what you said was better than what I said by a lot. Love a Stinko. Joe says, it pains me to suggest it, but shave the stash for the old clips. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll shave the stash in the future. I think part of what draws me to this bit is the fact that you kind of preserve this moment in time of like what you used to look and sound and seem like. And then, if it's like 10 years in the future, I'm editing a video and I reach back to a video of me now, I'm certainly not going to look like this in 10 years.
Or you will, which will be funny.
I'll be dead. No,
No.
Just kidding.
No.
I'm sorry, Bug. That was a sad, not good joke.
I'm okay.
What were you saying?
No. I was saying no.
Before that.
I don't know. Oh. Everyone wait.
Okay.
Everyone hold on. Shh. Don't vamp. Everyone shut up.
Okay.
No. I got nothing.
Oh, okay. Colin says another top quality idea would be to answer questions you think someone might ask. You then have someone else record questions without knowing answers that you've given and then put them side by side. They would be so disjointed, but very funny, at least to me. That's kind of like Beautiful Corpse, or what is it? Is that the game Exquisite Corpse? The game Exquisite Corpse? Where you do. You fold the paper into thirds and someone draws it, like everyone draws a monster head, and then you fold it over so you can't see it, and everyone draws a monster torso after they pass papers. And so you end up with these monsters where one person drew the head, one person drew the middle.
That sounds really cool. It's like a cootie catcher and a pass and draw, but I've never encountered it before.
It's totally just a pass and draw, which I've never heard as a phrase before, and suspect that you just invented, or is that a thing?
I mean, what else are you going to call it?
A pass and draw?
Give me an alternate name.
Bug, you're just so good at naming things.
Yeah, it's a pass and draw.
It sounds like a real thing.
Well, the reason it sounds like a cootie catcher is the like folding things over and having them hidden and then like...
Yeah, it was more that you gave a name to the game itself. Pass and draw and Exquisite Corpse, I think, are the same thing, but pass and draw is a way better name for it.
Yeah, Exquisite Corpse is cool, but it doesn't tell me what we're doing.
Leonard says, interview yourself in 100 years now and just cut to a clip of a dusty chair.
That's good.
That is
a good bit.
Joe says, cootie catcher sounded yucky to me for the first time.
Dude, it's still yucky. It's so yucky.
And Squared says, puff, puff, pass, draw.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, so that's my Moss in general. And I've made that channel now called Past Selves, so we could talk about this. It'd be funny if other people want to do this bit too, if anyone else is thinking about making videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely looking for ideas and help with that.
You eventually cut together a video that's just all of your past selves talking to each other.
Yeah, no, that's the other thing too, is I do want to build up bits like that where they are addressing each other. And like the thing is, I think it'll become clearer and easier as time goes on and I build these up because then I'll know like, oh, I have like all these things cooking, but it's hard to start.
Yeah, got to get started.
Let's move on to something else. What are you looking at, Bug?
I sent you an email.
You sent me an email.
Which we'll need for the visual component to my game.
Okay. Actually, and we also received a really, really nice and really, really cool email the other day that I don't want to forget about.
Do you want to do that first?
Ooh, should we do that first?
I don't know.
I want to do your game so bad.
You got to pick.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it first, just so that we don't forget, because it was such a nice little email.
Yeah, I love it.
So this was sent to us. We received this yesterday before the show, and this was sent in by Joe Hinkle. Joe says, "Hi, Bug. Hi, Moss. First, I'd like to say that you guys are an absolute joy to listen to. You smile when you talk, and I love that. You guys came to an acro yoga class I frequent earlier this year, and I have ended up here planning a Duke's Nukem Halloween costume. It was fate. At any rate, I'm in the process of planning our annual solstice party and was wondering, what type of partiers are you guys? Have you had any get-togethers of your own? What was the last shindig you went to? What party archetype do you fit? Party archetype would be a great name for an LMFAO album."
So true.
Very true.
Oh my God, if they dropped that after years of silence, I would lose my mind.
Best regards, Joe Dean Hinkle. Yeah, I would too. Also, I thought that was you, Joe, or Dean, because in Discord your username starts with Dean. Joe, Dean. I thought that was you. We went to that acro yoga class and we had a blast. Joe's the guy who told me about the underground donut dungeon, which is like a music venue in the basement of a donut shop.
We got to go at some point. The class was super fun.
When's this solstice party? Hit us up.
Yeah, the kind of partiers we are is fun and great to invite to parties.
Yeah, I mean, in my advanced years, I no longer go so crazy as I used to. I used to be a party animal.
So you did used to be a party animal. You used to be a real crazy guy.
Not like lampoon crazy, but like let's climb that building crazy.
Yeah, I used to throw a lot of parties and like a lot of house parties. I love hosting a party. I think parties are so fun. My biggest thing with parties is that there should be enough food. I like literally don't care about anything else.
You are the person who is always thinking about and like prepping the food.
Yeah, and some people just don't. But guess what? We'll still have to eat. And where will we be? Drunk, hungry, tired.
Bug, you're an extremely necessary planner in that regard. It is very good. You're always thinking about food. That is one of the things I will always forget when planning something.
I was once dressed to the nines, frying tacos for a party I was having, and everything else was just not done. Things weren't decorated. We told everyone there was a fire pit, hadn't built it, hadn't dug it, had some bricks in the backyard. Guess what? Everyone built it, dug it, put the bricks in, and there was food. So, like, you just have to focus on what's most important.
Jordan in chat said, "Oh, absolutely lampoon crazy. Do not get it twisted." Jordan, I got too drunk at Jordan's house once and wrote something funny on a takeout container, and now Jordan thinks I'm a monster. That was a mistake. I did get too drunk at Jordan's house that one time on our trip to Ohio, and I don't remember exactly how it all went.
Also, welcome to I Love This Terrible Game, first time chat. And also, they're right. That is why God invented pizza.
I Love This Terrible Game is Michael Colby.
Oh, well,
What's
hello.
up, Michael? Michael in one of his many, many alts. That is why God invented pizza, for people who forget food.
That's true.
Well, the bread and the cheese. That's the nice stuff.
Pizza saved me from dying many times.
What type of partier? Okay, Jordan in chat says, you drew a wiener and said, you ever seen anything like this? Which I think is what I did. I think I drew that on top of a takeout container.
Had you?
Yeah, Jordan, that's the real question. You ever seen anything like this? Stupid. What type of partier are you, Bug? What's your party archetype?
My party archetype is show up late, leave early, eat any food that's there, order food if nothing is there. I will make it my mission to create food. And I will go really, really hard for the amount of time that I am there. And then I will probably leave without saying goodbye. You're
an Irish goodbyer.
Oh, yeah. I'm like you're like, hey, where'd you go? And I'm like at home in bed.
I'm always the glue. I've been invited to things explicitly to serve as glue because I just flit around and talk to everybody.
You do.
And like try and find people who are like not hanging out and be like, you good? What's up? How's it going? And I'll just be zipping around.
You treat going to a party as though it is a job. And this is part of why I think it's so exhausting for you to socialize is you like don't. Not that you don't like being the glue, I think you do, but you don't necessarily always want to be on, but you just simply turn on. You go into a space and your switch is flipped and there's no stopping you. And me, the extrovert, is like knitting in a corner with a couple people like, I don't know why he does this.
Because no social interaction is ever recharging for me. I'm an introvert. I need to be at home alone if I want to get energy back. And so when I'm at a party, but I love people, and I love socializing. So if I'm at a party and I'm on. Because I'm having a good time and I'm zipping around. And that's how I want to spend my time there. Because I don't feel comfortable and don't relax and don't get recharged by being in social environments.
I feel so comfortable. I will take my shoes off at your house. I'll be wearing socks. I will look in your fridge. As soon as you're like, carte blanche, mi casa, su casa, I'm like, totally, take it to heart. I'm everywhere. I'm looking at everything. I'm happy to be here. Like, I'm so relaxed in a group setting.
Atticus in chat says, I love a party with a good theme, plenty of food, and an early start time.
Early start time. You know, a night party that starts at 4 p.m.
Sid the Kingmaker says, Bug is party food wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Colby says, unless you're seeing an actual wiener, you're not partying hard enough.
True, so true.
Joe says early start is the best. If it's just early so people can stay or leave whenever they want. Whereas Leonard says arrive early, stay as late as possible, maintain maximum momentum at all times.
Also good energy to bring.
That's me, running, laps, circles. Leonard also says a party for me is often an all-day affair, especially if I'm not driving there. Not a party you don't drive to is also the best kind of party.
Yeah, I prefer. Because there's this like stress. If you drove there, you got to park there. You got to like leave. It's so much.
Jordan's party archetype is to arrive barely early, have one or two drinks, never fully turned, mingle and chat, offer to help clean up, or full Irish goodbye. That's me. I'm trying to work a party. You know what I mean? Because honestly, if I'm going to be totally honest, I don't really like being at a party. I'm a performer and then I'm a hermit. So like I want to be on stage and then alone. I don't want people around me. I don't want to talk to people. So by like working a party, by like walking around, making sure everyone's having a good time, cracking jokes and like trying to just like keep the vibe good, I can put myself in a headspace to like have fun and not be as nervous. Because like I just don't feel comfortable sitting, chilling at the same level as everybody else.
I think what Elle has said in the chat, my party behavior changes drastically depending on the type of party. This is hugely true.
Yeah, 100%.
Because what you're talking about working a party, that's what I do if I'm not having a lot of fun. Like, that's a really good way to, or like if I'm not super comfortable, like I don't know people, I'm worried there are some people that are like judging, you know? That's when I'm like, oh, I'll win this party. I'll be the best person at this party. And that doesn't mean that the party was like ill-intentioned or like bad in some way. It's just like I'm on one mentally and I think people don't like me. And I'm like, I'm about to be the owner of this party. I'm the queen, party queen.
That's so funny. I mean, I agree. Like Elle said, my party behavior does change drastically depending on the type of party. The idea of winning a party is extremely funny to me.
Maybe you've never won one.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not counting because I'm always out there winning, laying it out 110% on the field, Bug, when I'm out there. Leonard says, can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
That's what I'm talking about. I like to be day drunk, and I do not like to be night drunk.
Yeah. What was it you said the other day? You said like getting day drunk and going to brunch is like the best thing.
Oh, yeah. I love 10 a.m. is the perfect time to start drinking. I like to be sober by 5. It is the best.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is the best too. I don't like being up. I don't like getting drunk either. The older I get now, I think I'm past my like getting drunk for fun era.
I think that's what's fun about getting day drunk is that I find it a lot easier to just stay vibing all day.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And at night you're like tired and it's just like you're rushing. It's stressful.
Well, yeah, because I feel like I'm usually day drunk off of like lime light beer, and like that's a vibe. Or like I've had a bourbon and then I'm sipping on something. It's like it's easier to maintain that.
Or
happy
you're like
zone.
Walking around a big city and you're having a really intense cocktail everywhere you go, but you're walking miles in between and you're just like snacking and it's the best.
That is like a fugue state that is magical.
Yeah,
that is like
so
a
good.
vacation mode sort of lock in. That is absolutely the best. You're so right. Like when you're walking around, you went out to brunch, you got a Bloody Mary that had 3 sticks of bacon and a whole fucking pickle the size of your arm in it, and you pounded that thing, and then you went to a bar for lunch and you got a burger and like 2 martinis.
Hell yeah.
And you're just like buzzing all day but walking around the town. That's the best.
It's so cool.
That is the best. But like the wild rager party drinking high school style bullshit party, not my vibe no more.
I don't. The idea of consuming a bunch.
Sorry, N Squared in chat just said, God, I need breakfast.
That's real.
I'm just picturing N Squared sitting at home just like fucking drinking out of the like fucking bourbon bottle watching right now.
I had tuna casserole for breakfast.
That's intense.
Is it?
Yeah. Sorry, but I interrupted you.
Oh, no, I don't have anything to say.
Oh.
It was a godsend. Let's end my thought.
Atticus said, I went to a party recently that had a Bloody Mary bar and it was amazing.
Such a good idea.
Fuck yeah. Was it like toppings and stuff you could put in it, like in the bar, like a low boy full of like bacon and olives and like, I don't know, seasoning and stuff? Because that sounds lit.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
N Squared also said, hilariously, do have a bourbon nearby, but I'll save it for tomorrow morning.
Hell yeah.
Unreal. That's wicked funny. All right. It is 7:32, which means we are past the point at which we should mention our community partners. This show is made possible by our community partners and friends who support us over at patreon.com/Bug and Moss. You can do it too. For $25 a month, you can get yourself a weekly ad read, much like our friend Brippy151 on YouTube. Brippy151 is a YouTube channel featuring all sorts of Pokemon challenge videos. And Brippy is right on the edge of 500 subs. I think that he's got like less than 20 to go to get there. So if we could push that channel over 500 subs, I would feel very proud of what we could do
awesome.
For our community partners. So go and follow Brippy151, BRIPPY 151 at on YouTube.com, and check out some of those Pokemon challenge videos. Beating Pokemon Yellow with all 150 Pokemon, but like one at a time. Like Pokemon but Eevee only, front to back.
Wow.
Pokemon but Worm Guy only, front to back. Pretty ridiculous, and it's very cool. Also one of our community partners, Lawrence Colson, who is an author, has nothing for me to, doesn't have a business to advertise, but does want me to sponsor the episode in a certain way. And damn it, I thought I could find this earlier. I was trying to shit. Hold on, come back to me.
Okay, I'm going to Brippy to subscribe, but I'm already subscribed because Mason and I share a YouTube.
Oh yeah, I did subscribe. Okay. There we go. And then also thank you to Lawrence Colson, Lawrence Farnsworth Colson, for sponsoring this episode. Lawrence wanted me to add, this episode is sponsored by the first time you got stung by a bee and realized in that moment that even beautiful things can be objects of terror.
Beautiful.
So that is Lou today. Thank you to our community partners. Lou, I'll do better on those going forward. I tried to organize my notes, but I keep going to the wrong fucking one.
We also keep having conversations in it.
Yeah, no, but that's fine because I can just fucking clear that shit up whenever I need it. This morning, you two were having a conversation, and I just started forwarding a bunch of shit. I did not realize you were talking in there.
That's okay. We were in your notebook.
Yeah, but I felt like a dick. I was like, oh no. Okay, those are our community partners. Today is going through its day, and we're going to get to that, I think, last, since I want to do your game that you mentioned. What? It's a game?
Yeah. What?
Is it a quiz?
I sent you an email.
You sent me an email.
And I don't need you to look at it yet. I just need you to have it ready.
Okay.
So this segment is called Fashion Pigs. It is inspired by Elle, Egg Queen, and she sent some stuff in the Discord yesterday that we were chatting about in Mason's Notebook, where we were talking about high fashion items that we hate. And we hate them for like a very specific reason, which is that we specifically despise when big fashion houses release things that are really, really expensive, but they're sort of pantomiming everyday things or particularly things that you would be like, you would associate with not having a lot of money.
Well, the bougie always fucking appropriates stuff from the poor. Like, that's why snails are a fancy thing to eat in France.
Well,
as
and
an
lobster.
Example. And lobster. Loads and loads and loads of things. The rich people always love to pretend to be poor for fashion because it amuses them.
Yeah,
which is why
it's
we are
just
going
funny
to
and silly.
eat them.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So if you will open the email and try to just look at the first item. I know it's going to be hard.
I'm looking at what is the Prada crochet safety pin.
If you click the link, it'll take you to the listing for said safety pin.
I can see it pretty clearly from the image you sent. It seems to have captured all the relevant details here.
Do you want to describe the way it looks for our listeners?
Yeah, for sure.
And do you want to put it on the screen? That's why I emailed it to you.
I can try to put it on the screen. It's going to be a little bit crunchy because it's just sort of behind us. What I'm looking at here for the podcast listeners is it appears to be a safety pin that is kind of goldish in color. Honestly, it looks like some bullshit you'd find at Claire's, like by the cash register, and you'd be like, what is this? And the cashier would just look at you and not say anything because that's what they do now. And the Gen Z stare or whatever. That is not a legitimate complaint. I have thoughts about the Gen Z stare, and I think it's people being shitty to kids. But anyway, what we're looking at is a golden safety pin with some crochet bullshit on the back. It looks like a 5-minute craft and like a little triangle attached through a loop through the back end of the safety pin. And they want $775 for it. And I'm not even sure where to put it.
Yeah, it's a safety pin for $775 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 single crochet on it.
Is that, that is 12 single crochet stitches, $775. A part of me wishes you blacked out the prices and I had to guess these.
Well, I can do that next time.
Because this is abysmal. I'm going to try not to look at the area. Okay, I pulled up the other one and I've blocked out the price with my hand. You can see it on stream, I think, because my hand isn't covering it on stream.
Everyone's not ready to move on. I need to pause for a second in the chat. It is dead ass a safety pin. That is what was asked.
It is dead ass 100% a safety pin.
And N Squared asked, is that dead ass a safety pin? It is. It is a regular safety pin. And I will tell you right now, before you try to rationalize this in your head, it's not even real gold. It is brass.
It's not even gold?
It is not even like a piece of ugly jewelry that has worth. It is just a safety pin with yarn on it.
That's amazing. So it's not even gold plated. It is just brass. It's just brass. Is it made out of like an old trombone from like a famous musician or anything?
Details. Metal triangle logo. Imported. 100% brass, 100% cotton.
100% brass, 100% cotton. In case you ever wanted to know like what brass or cotton were, you could get this, I guess, to have as a reference.
There's 2 photos of it, one where it's laying horizontal in a void and one where it's vertical in a void. Hey, that's a fucking weird way to display an online item, Prada. Can you do anything? Well, this is Saks Fifth Avenue. Can you do anything different?
That is rough. Sid says 50% C, 50% we.
Hell yeah.
N Squared says Googled it and found a guy making his own in 3 minutes.
I could teach you all how to make this in 3 minutes.
Coyote Astronaut says Etsy folks way undercharging for folk art.
Yes.
100%. Yeah, look what fucking Prada's doing. Crazy. This is crazy.
Matt says looks like Yu-Gi-Oh merch. True.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try and pull up this bag without seeing the price again. And I've managed to keep it a secret from myself so far. So this is the second one. Let me pull that up on the screen on the stream.
Do you want to describe it for everyone?
Oh, I just saw the price while I moved my head.
Did you really?
Damn it. Yeah,
Aww,
so I can't guess it. I can't fucking believe that.
I will
also.
black out the prices next time. I was a little bit down to the wire today.
Yeah, we started the show and you didn't even know it was going.
Yeah, that's true. I was not hearing it.
What I'm looking at this time is something that I actually like.
Oh, so I think it looks cool.
I actually like this one. It appears to be a large bag, a sort of like a pouch bag. It is described as a pouch that is completely white and then has these thick, bright red ties at the top that seem to wrap through sort of the mouth of the pouch. It resembles a kitchen 13-gallon trash bag, like your standard kitchen trash bag that you would put in your bag. As Sid the Kingmaker just said in chat, it's trash.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's made of a thicker material.
It's leather.
It's leather. It's a leather trash bag.
I do think it's specifically calf skin, which, why?
Well, now that sucks. Okay, I was like really on board with this one. It is $2,100.
Yeah, so I'm certainly already off board because of the price. To be clear, if this was $50, I think it's kind of funny.
Can you imagine if they took the skin of your baby to make a bag that looked like trash?
We won't have to imagine for long. That's where we're headed. Society is going bad.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I want a leather trash bag more than I ever have before because I never have wanted one before, and now I really want one because that seems really fun. I like the way it looks. Of course, this one has to be made of the worst material, woof, and cost $2,100. But as a product, kind of obsessed.
Yeah, like the style of it is cool. The idea, I'm a
design.
I'm a huge fan of a structured trash bag. I'm like a big fan of the
structured trash bag.
Why are you laughing at me, trash boy? This is your favorite purse.
Structured is just a very funny word to put in that.
Well, I think it's really cool. I was a big fan of the Tyvek wallets back in the day where they would look like notebook paper or whatever. And they're just made of Tyvek, which you coat houses in when you're building them. It's like paper, but it doesn't rip at all.
I don't know what that shit's made of.
I don't know. It's made of Tyvek.
Tyvek. It's cool shit, though.
They're really interesting, and I think Tyvek material stuff is cool. Like, this is a super interesting idea. There's no world in which it needs to be made from baby cow skin.
Nope.
And cost $2,000.
Well, I understand why it costs $2,000 if they're making it out of infant flesh.
I mean, that's true.
Sid the Kingmaker said Waste Management Kid would love this.
I would get him an ethically sourced faux leather trash bag.
Coyote Astronaut also said Jonathan Swift did not write a manual.
It's what we're always trying to tell people. It's like PodCube becoming real life. Every satire just is like, this is true.
I also think I just said Jonathan Swift.
It's okay. You're doing your best.
I'm really, really struggling. Good Lord. Okay, so
Emily's coming with the harsh critique in the chat, and she's just like, calf skin isn't $2,000 worth.
Yeah, Emily said calf skin is super soft, but also not very durable.
Yeah.
I think it also is probably better served on the calf.
Yeah, listen, I'm not a vegan, and I don't have a problem with leather products, but I do have a problem with animal cruelty for no fucking reason. That's crazy.
Yeah, same. N Squared says, I could finally live out my early 30s hobo with a bag on a stick on a train dreams.
Yeah, if you can sell everything that you own, and then you can, it's Balenciaga.
I'm sorry, Balenciaga.
And then you can get this. Do you want me to do, you're going to see the price if you scroll it all. Do you already see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
I see this next one.
Okay.
Well, I'm beyond guessing prices for this. We're just fully in the realm of like, look at this thing, because look at this thing. What we are seeing on screen right now, and podcast listeners, what you're about to verbally have painted in your brain is a $3,050 quote unquote Jenga set.
They didn't even brand with Jenga.
No. The Monogram Tower set even comes with a special display case, and it is a Jenga tower made of what appears to be acrylic plastic blocks, and on the ends of each block appears to be a variety, one of three strange glyphs. What appears to be a D-pad glyph, what kind of looks like the symbol on every small town pharmacy, and then sort of a diamond shape.
Those are the Louis Vuitton symbols.
Those are the Louis Vuitton symbols?
Yeah, it's like a L and
Louis
a V
Vuitton?
or whatever.
Hire someone who knows how to design anything, because that's trash.
Also, it really sucks because A, it's ugly. It looks like something from Temu. And I know that shit on Temu looks like that because they're doing knockoffs of like designer shit, but I think knockoffs are so fucking funny.
Knockoffs are hilarious.
I think knockoffs are so cool. There's this entire like subset of culture where like in some cultures wearing knockoffs is like even more a sign of like wealth and power. It's just iconic. It's iconic. I love it. Knock off all this trash. These people are fucking scammers. They make these products so we'll talk about them, right? Like, I know that, you know that.
Yeah, this is a marketing thing and we're playing into it.
We are playing into it, but also like I do want to just really briefly talk about the fact that like we're going to, I think, keep doing this segment. There's a lot to mine here.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about.
And as we talk about it and like kind of guess these prices.
None of us are going to buy this.
No.
Or probably, and if you're going to buy anything from Balenciaga or Prada, delete your account.
Yeah.
Well, or maybe not. I mean, I don't know what else they sell. I don't know if they sell.
I mean,
like,
if you're going to
things.
buy anything direct from them, I don't think you're listening to this show.
Probably not.
I had a knockoff Prada bag that I got at Goodwill. It was stolen. And it was so ugly. I loved it. But I would not buy it there because, like, why? Why? They're going to, like, not want me in their store. I look too poor.
And Squared, in response to the Jenga tower, says, buying this and putting my medication in it.
So that's what I'm saying. It's crazy that these tubes are clear and hollow inside, but I can't keep shit in them.
Yeah, well, because it's fucking stupid. It's all stupid and pointless.
Yeah, it is all stupid and pointless, and it's stupid and pointless on purpose. Wow.
Is that tower, is this just acrylic plastic? Is there more information on the website? Or are these somehow like... Is this plastic from like the eyes of baby pandas or something?
I mean, it's probably just acrylic plastic. This one was harder to find a listing about because it was so clearly like such a gimmick item.
Elle said, I do like Prada designs. Balenciaga is a joke. Yeah, I feel like all I've heard from Balenciaga is like a towel, a trash bag, like a meme thing.
Well, Balenciaga's leaned really hard into that. They definitely have a history of really cool and interesting designs. In the modern era, that's not so much the case. You know, those Balenciagas, the one that look like socks. That's kind of more their legacy these days.
See, the thing is, too, like, I love that kind of stuff, though. Like, I'm here for a meme design.
Totally. It just shouldn't
be awful.
Yeah,
I mean, be awful also.
I think that there are really cool indie artists actually making designs like this and creating them and selling them. Yeah, Kelp Rabbit is one.
Kelp Rabbit sometimes does those like sort of strange fashion accessories, and they're always fucking weird and great.
And I think that's so awesome, and I love those things. Like if Kelp Rabbit dropped a trash bag, I'd buy it instantly. Like that would be so cool. The problem is that these are becoming weird status symbols. You're getting them as a collector. And these brands literally do this to test your loyalty to them. Which
gross.
Is so fucking sick and weird.
That is weird. You shouldn't have loyalty to anything except your fucking friends and people you love.
Yeah, also they are usually stealing designs from small artists. You might not think so. You might not see it because they're a lot bigger and they don't have to, they also like don't have to pay their own in-house designers well. Like working in fashion, existing in fashion is so fucking hard. It's like everything in capitalism and it's all a nightmare. And there are really cool things and art that are always going to come out of these sort of capitalist like empires. But I mean, who's it really for?
Who's it really for? Hey, Bug, we're almost out of time and it's going through its day. So we gotta jump over and go through it. I might not tell my story because we got some voicemails in here that we got to get to.
Let's do it.
This is a voicemail from Emily for going through its day, the day Thursday that we go through it. The play button on Google Voice just turned into an exclamation mark, and I've never seen that ever. So pardon me for one moment. Maybe I'm wrong. Here we go.
Hey, Bug and Moss. It's Emily. Heard it was going through it day. And to send in your petty complaints. I got a petty complaint, and I just really need to vent about this. So I don't know what it's like in Kentucky right now, but I can tell you in Maryland, it has been raining for a week straight, literally a week straight. It's raining right now. It started raining last Wednesday as I was actually leaving West Virginia. It started raining and it followed me and it followed me until I got home, and then it just started raining and it just never stopped raining. It's still raining. I'm trying to be grateful for all the rain because we've been in a drought, and every time I drive over the Liberty Reservoir, it's like so low, and I'm like, no, we need rain. But like, why'd it have to be for a week?
Yeah,
just a week. It's dark, it's gray, it's gross. I want to go in bed and take a nap. but I can't. I have work to do. I have things to do. I have, I don't know, stuff that needs to be done.
Felt. Understood.
So, yeah, I'm petty complaining about this.
The missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it is from where it isn't, the guidance subsystem drive the missile from a position where it is to a position where it isn't.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. Line up at the start. Your test is over.
And you're off. Hydrocoptic marsal veins. Capacitive directants. Ambipatient lunar wane shaft. Reciprocation.
The missile.
Is it? Is it back?
Are we?
Jeez.
Oh, come on. We're not?
No, we are. I see it. It's back. There it is. There, the fucking meter started bouncing again. I want to replace that song. I thought that song would remain an Easter egg for a long time because I was like, finally, Dante Villa's been really stable lately. And then, no.
Oh.
We've burned that song. I need a new one.
I have an idea.
What?
I think that we should make the song that plays like a lot of our friends make music.
Yeah.
We should do it their music so that when this happens, you're listening to like some of our friends' actually cool music.
Oh, that's a cool idea. But I also wouldn't want to like just put someone's cool music in that little corner.
Well, I mean, if anybody was okay with it, I would be okay with it because it's cool because then it would be like a cool Easter egg and then we'd put it in the show notes anytime it happened.
That's true. That could be cool. I do also really like the meminess of it,
That's
though, being
true.
like just a silly, goofy, like joke song. So I don't know. We'll think about that. I want to change it with something else, though. N Squared says we're Pavloving ourselves to get frustrated when the song plays. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is like I don't feel like that's the right spot to put something I want to showcase.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the right spot to put like something stupid and silly, like a little Easter egg. Yeah, like Colin said, the only downside is then you're sad to hear the person's music. You know?
Yeah, I guess my thought was like it'd be like a little upper for a downer moment.
If any of our musician friends want to make a song for that purpose that is funny, and then I'll put like Missile Guy
Hell
vocals
yeah.
over it or something, we could totally do that.
Or
That
if you
sounds
want to
fun.
do instead of Missile Guy vocals, I can totally do like a voiceover system voice.
That's true. Well,
that'd
why
be
not?
really fun.
Why not all of the above?
Yeah.
I just have a very strong affinity for the Missile Guy.
Oh, yeah, we
That's
love
all.
him.
I just really, he feels like a part of it. That feels like the voice of Daddy.
Yeah, I think so.
I actually have been thinking about making. Did I mention like Daddy? Because we have so many problems with him, I was thinking about setting up a program that, like, when the system logs throw errors, at a certain point, Daddy sends me an email like, "Dear Moss, today I'm feeling critical kernel error."
That's so good.
And like just like format it like a letter.
I want those emails to just auto go somewhere on the website. Like they just are up and people can see what's happening with Daddy.
I was thinking about setting up like a small local like Gemma or like thing to like actually give it a voice and like have it call us and like
That's
send us
so
emails
funny.
and like write stuff. Like AI running on it that like make Daddy sentient by running like a shitty little tiny shitty local AI running only on him and then give him a voice and let
Hell
him
yeah.
talk to us.
I love that.
It would be fucking so funny. Turn Daddy into a sentient character. Anyway, we're in the middle of Emily's voicemail here.
Yeah, let's hear it.
We're talking about the rain. And Emily, I do got to say, what I've been holding back this whole time is this is my favorite kind of weather. I have been in heaven that it was the end, that it's been raining for a week. So yeah, where were we in the voicemail? Emily says you can skip the rest.
No, I want to hear the question at
Be
the end.
complaining about this.
There's no question.
I can't
there is.
even like go out and weed my garden because the weeds are growing huge, and I can't because it's so wet and rainy. So yeah, that is my petty complaint. Thank you for letting me vent.
I am not gardening, so I like the rain.
I don't know if I have a question or anything. Actually, yes, cold rain, where you stay inside and you're nice and cozy, or like a warm summer like thunderstorm. What's your favorite type of rain? Okay, bye.
Oh, cold rain, but I'm out there. I'm splashing in puddles. I have a very, very happy memory of when I lived in Vermont. We had this rainstorm where it was coming down like crazy, and it was super cold rain, but the air was warm. And I just went outside in my clothes, and I was like, I'm going to get soaked. And I just ran around and splashed in the rain.
I would agree
Love it.
I love cold rain because I hate being hot. So hot rain just feels like humidity and it drives me crazy. But I love a chilly rain. And my second favorite kind of rain is I have such visceral memories of being a kid and playing outside in the summer. And it was those summer rains that were just like really quick, right? They're really fleeting. And I remember more than once being at the rain line.
Yeah, and you see where it starts.
So cool. I remember like the rain line was right over my house once and I could just run in and out of the rain.
That slaps. That rules. I love that so much.
I have a recommendation, Emily.
Oh, okay.
So I know you're a romance girly too, and you may already know this, but you are so echoing the perspective of one of my favorite romance characters of all time, which is the main character in the book, How Not to Fall by Emily Foster. And if you haven't read it, I need you to read it and tell me about it.
You have read that book like 5 times this year.
Well, I did it on Edging, and it was it's such a good book. Emily Foster is the pen name of Emily Nagoski, who also wrote really amazing books like Burnout and Come As You Are. So huge rec.
Love Emily Nagoski. I need to read Burnout. Have read Come As You Are. It's a great book. Checking up on the text messages here on Going Through Its Day, Sid the Kingmaker says, hi, hey, hello, Sid here. Going through it with work as a whole right now, but you know what has made it worse over the last few days? Google updating their icons for no reason.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Their new icons suck worse than their old icons.
They are ugly.
Which sucked worse than the ones that came before it. I don't know how Google is able to be such both a driver of design across the internet of everything and also so bad at it. What the fuck, Google?
It is actually insane because I just kind of vaguely noticed it because they're so ugly. Also, I just did a Windows update that undid me changing it so that all of my videos would open in VLC instead of Windows Media Player, which is such a small thing, but I had to manually do that. Why would you fucking revert it? Nobody likes Windows Media Player.
I know. Well, that's Microsoft. So Microsoft and Google, I got problems with all of them. All these fucking tech companies are evil. I don't fucking like any of them. But Microsoft and Google particularly irritate me on like a petty personal level so fucking much. Like N Squared just said, dude, I hate that Google AI is conversational now too. Stop talking to me. Yeah, and stop making my search results trash. And stop showing up in places it doesn't belong.
And stop agreeing with me. I'm Googling this because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I'm right. That's not what I come here for.
Fucking A. Yeah, and on top of it, the bad design logos. However, I do want to say and have it on the record that I have called it from a while ago. I've called this for years, and it is happening, and these Google icons are an example of it. Neo-skeuomorphism is the next design trend. Icons are going to start looking like stuff again, and these Google ones prove my point because you'll notice they look more like stuff again. Mm-hmm. Like they look more like the physical items rather than an abstract representation. Calendar is again now looks like a flippy calendar thing. They're starting to bring that back, and that's popping up more and more. And so I'm just like vindicated personally because this is a design trend that I've been predicting for a while.
We should actually have a segment where we talk about these icons more directly soon because you have been predicting this and it's amazing. But also the Google Voice one is so fucking weird because it's a phone with like sound coming out of it, but the sound is coming from the cradle of the phone, which is so fucking weird.
Yeah, the sound coming out. Yeah, the Google Voice thing is weird. And Colin says, wait, did the calendar not look like a calendar? No, previously it was a box with a 31 in it that was supposed to evoke the idea of like a calendar page. Which it did. But skeuomorphism is specifically making the icons look like their physical manifestations. And while the current set of icons is not extremely that, like if you think about the save button being a floppy disk and like that kind of thing, I think we are trending back closer towards that, seeing the icons actually being physical looking. You know, we're moving back into shaded stuff too.
Dude, the Google Drive one's so ugly. That's the first one I saw, and it looks like it's a fake company from a Hallmark movie.
I think it's more that it looks like a 3D thing now. Like it's starting to try and look like an object. very specifically. I guess it was skeuomorphic before, technically.
It's really serving Windows Vista, which is not a compliment.
It is. There's also so many more voicemails hanging out in the inbox. We had a call come in today, but I guess we're not going to get to go through them on Going Through It's Day.
I guess we'll have to go through them tomorrow.
I think we have our sheets have too much stuff. I think we have too much material for once. That's crazy.
Over-prepared.
Over-prepared? What the fuck? I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
This is Bug and Moss.
Oh, fuck. No, you know what? Hang on. Don't leave. Hold on.
Wait.
We're back. There's no point in adhering to this strict time structure when it makes us not fucking say the plugs. We have some important stuff to announce.
Oh, yeah.
That's me putting the car in reverse and driving it back to the stop.
You don't have to describe it. It's really good.
Oh, hello. Hi. It's us again. Yeah, even though we didn't get to go through all of the Going Through Its Day voicemails and shit. Yeah, chats, sorry, y'all are making me laugh. As
we're so back.
Turning this damn car around. Elle says, oh my God, we're back. We are going to start doing the America's Next Top Portal streams tonight. We're going to do those this afternoon. We're going to do 4 to 6, I think.
That's good because I can't stay up late.
We're going to shoot for 4 to 6 to stream the Portal streams here on this Twitch channel. So it'll be right here. I think we're going to simulcast it over to YouTube as well in the intervening time. So here's the scoop. This is going to be America's Next Top Portal. I've never seen America's Next Top Model. Bug's never played Portal 1. So I'm going to go watch the first episode or two of America's Next Top Model. We're going to get set up for this stream. And at 4 o'clock, we're going to have Bug start probably by telling us everything she knows about Portal before she starts playing it. Because I don't think Bug has any fucking idea what it is.
We watched a trailer for it.
We watched the trailer, the release trailer for the game when it came out.
It's one of the best trailers for a video game I've ever seen. Most video game trailers are horrible.
I think you're really going to like it. But since a lot of Portal is figuring out and solving puzzles, at the same time, we're going to kind of be doing a podcast of discussing and dissecting America's Next Top Model. So Bug's first Portal playthrough, my first experience of ANTM.
America's Next Top Portal.
That's right. Right here on twitch.tv/bugandmoss and on youtube.com/bugandmosstv. 4 p.m. today is when we're going to start that if you want to join in with us. Yeah, we've been kicking the idea around for a while, so we're actually going to do it. 4 to 6. And N Squared says, wow, should I watch ANTM today too?
Anytime there's an opportunity. Oh, should I watch all 19 cycles of ANTM right now?
I mean, yeah, I fucking do it. I'm going to watch it for the first time. I have no idea what to expect.
You really don't.
And actually, I think to close out this post-credit scene, Bug, right now, why don't you tell me how much you know about Portal? What do you think Portal is?
I think, hear me out on what I'm about to say. One of the first games that I ever played and fell in love with, I recently found and downloaded and have been using an emulator to play. It's an old Shockwave game. I'm not even sure if it's fully Shockwave. It's called Crate Man Jr.
Oh, yeah.
And it is an old school puzzle game where you're a little guy moving crates. I'm going to post in the Instagram as screen grab of it for anybody who needs to have that visceral experience. I think Portal is the spiritual successor to Crate Man.
Okay.
I think it is effectively the same kind of game, just, 30 years later?
Okay. 30 years after Crate Man, we get Portal, is what you say.
Crate Man stumbled with incredible sound effects so that Portal could be really cool in sci-fi.
Okay, so you think Portal is really cool in sci-fi, the spiritual successor to Crate Man.
I also will admit for a long time I didn't know the difference between Portal and Overwatch, so that definitely affected what I thought was happening. I do know they're different now. I know that Portal is a puzzle game. I think that it has more in common with the Stanley Parable than Overwatch. I think it is it seems like corporate sci-fi, kind of. I have a theory that it might have something to do with the idea in sci-fi of prison dystopia.
Okay.
And it seems to have that sort of cold bureaucratic stank that I do like.
Okay, yeah. I mean, interesting. Something that'll be very important is for chat to not spoil anything.
There are threads for you to talk about both, I almost said Crate Man 2, Portal, and ANTM, where I or Mason won't click on those channels.
Yeah, there's channels in the Discord under America's Next Top Portal to discuss both halves of this sort of equation. And yeah, like Colin said, no back seating. I'm more worried about Portal spoilers for Bug than I am ANTM spoilers for me.
Agreed.
So I'll probably monitor chat and then I can feed things to you while you're playing.
I would like now for you to tell me what you think ANTM is.
I'm really expecting American Idol, but for modeling. I'm really just expecting that, like a competition show. 3 judges, one of them super mean. They're all trying to move forward, and at the end, one person gets to be the top model, which I assume means there's going to be like some kind of pyramid, and they get to stand on it.
It's crazy how right and wrong you are.
I mean, it's a competition show on the TV. Like, I have seen a lot of those.
I want you to be more specific.
N Squared says I want at least one physical fight.
Between us?
No, I think on ANTM. I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think there's any physical fighting on America's Next Top Model.
Okay.
I don't think that happens. I think it's probably going to be kind of like Drag Race, and that is like that sort of like compete-y sort of, you know, like people taking pot shots at each other
I
for
have
their
been
looks.
quoted as saying that RuPaul is like the more feminine version of Tyra Banks. RuPaul is like so Tyra coded, and Tyra is just like, fuck. They are so similar.
I've not really seen Tyra in anything except meme compilations, so I really don't know what to expect. I'm really just expecting kind of a like. The thing is, I've always thought it was kind of a generic like TV competition show, like a whatever, like there's a dime a dozen, like people compete for whatever. This one happens to be modeling, could have been anything, doesn't matter. But given the following in history and then the documentary that was made about it and all of the other things I've heard around it, I know that there's no way that's true and that is some fucking strange, writhing, eldritch mass of drama.
I don't
know.
I'm going to state this now. ANTM is more like Naked and Afraid than it is like American Idol.
See, I have no idea how that can be true, so I'm really excited to experience it for the first time because I just don't know what that means.
America's Next Top Model feels like it was directed by Ryan Murphy. You're just like, what the fuck?
Ryan Murphy from American Horror Story?
And Glee.
Okay, that's right. Okay, I've started the outro music again. So 4 p.m., tune in right here. Come watch Bug Play Portal while we talk about America's Next Top Model for the first time I've ever seen it. Atticus in chat said it absolutely feels like a Ryan Murphy product.
What would happen if you shot the portal gun into your butt?
If you shot the portal gun into your butt?
Yeah.
Where's the other portal?
I don't know.
Where would you put it?
That's a good question.
Wherever you want. I'm sure, Bug. I'm sure if you Googled that, someone's probably drawn it.
I thought Colin just posted a link to it.
Someone's probably drawn it a lot. Yeah, Colin posted a link to fucking Rule 34 in our chat. Oh, boy. Hope to see y'all later. I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
This time we're leaving for real.
This has been Bug and Moss.